Hi, this is Carmen with Fetch Plus, and thanks for joining me for this quick get started tutorial on how to use Fetch Fans. First, what you want to do is simply come to the website fetchfans.com, and initially you're going to log in with Facebook, which you'll find here in this upper region of the website. This is actually going to connect you to your Facebook page and take you to your Fetch Fans dashboard. Once you're connected, quick and easy, you're going to see this SPHM dashboard. Now, if you are an admin of multiple Facebook pages, like Hardware Zone and Hardware Zone Malaysia, you would actually see not just SPHM, but you would also see the other company publications associated with it. But since we're going to get started with SPHM to show you the master settings and how that applies, we'll just go ahead and look at SPHM as a singular company. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at SPHM and how we go about navigating the dashboard. It's simple. Simply hover over the name SPHM, and you can either add a new design immediately. You can edit the company information, which you don't want to do, so don't worry about that second icon. You want to be able to come in and create master settings that will become universal settings potentially for the other publications if needed. You can invite new companies to join, so new publications can join. And then ultimately you can generate reports. Now our dashboard is undergoing some major transitions with the advent of the APIs that Facebook introduced with the Open Graph. So you'll be seeing those changes happen in the very, very near future. We'll notify you when that happens. So the first thing that we really need to do is actually get started with our master settings, which is the third icon. So go ahead and click that. When you click that, it's going to take you to your master settings of SPHM. It's going to load up and you're going to notice a lot of detail. We've actually made some changes to improve your speed and experience on the Fetch Fans application. I'm going to reduce this size some so that you can actually see what it would look like. So, same functions as previously taught, where you have on the left the styles, the contents, the images, the analytics, and the form. Over here, you'll notice all the different templates. If you want to actually preview the template in its full glory, simply scroll down the page and hit Preview Template, and you can see the different templates that way. There it is. One of the things that you'll notice is that each of these sections deals specifically with areas that reflect what that tab is. So styles deals with the brand styles. So color and font are located under styles. Content deals with copy and links. Images deal with images. You may see some links associated with images here. Analytics is pretty self-explanatory. It deals with analytics that you want to add. And then form deals with the registration form. All of them have same functions though. So in each of these sections within each of those tabs, you'll notice some information called is locked, is global, and how that applies. If you want to change the background color, let's say for all of the publications under the SPHM umbrella, like under the collection, you can do that. The way you would do that is simple. You can come in here, select the new color, and you can use hex codes or RGB codes, and then you can simply lock it. Now, you don't have to lock it, because once you lock it, what ends up happening is that none of the other publications can change that color. So that may not actually be a good option, but we do offer that. That may be good for links to certain areas that are considered universal. You can lock certain links. If you wanted this color change actually to only apply to global changes within certain publications, you can do that. So for example, if that background color really should only apply on a global level to Hardware Zone or to Hardware Zone Malaysia, you simply select that and make it a global change to the publications dealing with Hardware Zone and Hardware Zone Malaysia's Fetch Fans subscription. So only those pages will actually be changed. We're going to go ahead and change this back to white. And again, you're going to see it change to white. Now remember, locking something means that you cannot change it from the publication standpoint. If you want to create a global change, simply hit global once you made the change here. So change the color, hit global, and all pages underneath the SPHM umbrella, so all the magazine's pages, will have that change happen. If you only wanted to affect certain pages, so for example, Hardware Zone or Hardware Zone Malaysia, you simply select these first, change the color, select the publications, and then hit global. That rule also applies in the content section. So again, you can put in all of your copy, and again, you can lock certain copy where it's a global bit of copy, so that may actually be applicable to a certain section like a footer. So down here, for example, there may be an area where it is just a footer section. So let me find the footer section really quickly, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So here's the footer text. You may find that the footer text is something that SPHM wants to manage globally as a universal footer. So you can make those changes and then again lock it and make it apply to all of the different pages. Keep it unlocked and that's fine too. The next section is really important from a universal SPHM collection of images. This becomes the image library for all the pages in the event that there is a global campaign that needs to be used. You simply load up images associated with it. So this is a great repository for universal image collection. Simply come into the change section and start uploading images. Now we have created default image sections so that you know what the sizes are when you're designing. And we've also made that notification through the actual sections themselves. You'll see that by default, each section has been identified by what their pixel parameters are. So when we go back, all you have to do to upload images is simple. Hit change and start uploading. So choose file. Once you have a file selected, select it, and then upload to the library simply by clicking the upload button, and that will start housing images. Analytics, you can have multiple Google IDs associated, common no space separation if you have multiple. Again, you can lock and put global functions to that. Same with forms. If you want emails to go to a certain universal area, both to the SPHM as well as the specific magazines, this is a good place to do that. If you wanted it to go to SPHM and specific magazines, but you want it to go to certain pages, highlight those and then hit the global, and that way it affects all the pages below. So that's enough about the master settings. If you have any questions, feel free to reach us. Now we're going to pretend to actually design a new page. So come back to your dashboard and click on the first icon once you hover over the SPHM name. That initial icon, Create a Design, will take you to this template area where you can come in and select. We're going to go ahead and select one. We selected template 1. You'll see template 1 is right here. If you want it again to preview it, simply scroll down the page, preview to the design to see what it looks like. This is everything that's driving from the master settings. So anything that's happening in the master settings of SPHM is actually being funneled down here as well. As you can see, certain areas were not locked, so we saw the capability of making changes. So we're going to go and make the background color purple. And let's say everything else is fine. So our last bit is to publish this to Facebook. What we do is hit save. Put in the name, and you can call it Test 1. It's locked to a specific page, and simply hit Publish to Facebook. Success? Great. Now you can go to the Facebook page to see what it looks like. It's going to redirect you. You're going to see test 1 fetch fans right here. If you want to change this image, very easy to do. We'll simply take you to the admin panel, go to the manage section, edit page, go to apps. You'll see the fetch fans section, edit settings, custom tab image change. Change the image, upload a new one from your computer and save it. We're going to go ahead and pretend that we did that. That's the new image. We're happy with it. X out of that page. You can still change out the custom tab name if you wanted to. When you do that, make sure to hit save before you hit OK. Hit OK. And now we can go back and view the page. Now let's make sure that that app looks exactly the way we wanted. We were looking for it to have a purple background, which it does. So what do we want to do? Well, let's say we want to actually not have to recreate this design, but simply update it with a new promotion or a new background color. So we're going to go ahead and do that really quickly. How do we do that? Well, let's go back to our Fetch Fans dashboard. Easy way to do that is when you come to the dashboard, you'll actually see the page now sitting here. Come over here next to the page that's running and simply click onto the first Edit Design icon. When you click onto that, there it is. It populates. You see the purple. Now let's change it back to white. If you know your hex codes, great. If not, then you can still navigate without having to know those. And now it's white. And just like that, I'm going to come back here since it's already changed on my Fetch Fans and reload and see if it changes on the actual page. And you'll now notice that in real time, that actually changed from purple to white. It's that simple. It's that easy. We wanted to make it simple and easy for you. If you have any other questions at this point, please contact us on technical, email help@fetchplus.com for strategies and ways to build out new types of designs. Simply email me, Carmen, at carmen@fetchplus.com or another account manager, James, at fetchplus.com. Thanks again for joining us today. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.